Plus, a Bay Area girl who is close to our hearts will show you how you can help do battle against a menacing disease.
And while we're talking about staying healthy, the Northern California Leukemia Society has chosen a small number of children as honorees this year who are inspiring Bay Area runners to compete in the Portland Marathon.
Our Cheryl Jennings met one of those little children this week, and she brings us up now her story. Cheryl?
She is so adorable. Her name is Shelby. She's only 4 years old and very shy, but she has $1 million smile. And when you meet her, you'll see why she has inspired so many runners to raise pledges for the Leukemia Society.
And okay, Miss Shelby, step over here and let's see how tall you are today.
This is little Shelby, who was diagnosed with a form of cancer right after her 4th birthday in January of this year.
We found out 3 days after her 4th birthday. Actually, the day of her birthday, we had a party for her at her preschool, and she looked a little tired and sickly then. And we thought it was just a normal childhood ailment, that sort of thing. Nothing really to be concerned about.
Shelby's pediatrician discovered lumps in her kidneys and wanted a second opinion from the University of California, San Francisco.
So the following day we went to UCSF, had the CAT scan, and 2 hours after that she was in surgery, and the morning after they had a diagnosis of lymphoma, which is a cancer of the lymph system, and chemo that very night. So it was incredibly fast.
Shelby battled her illness in the hospital for nearly 6 months.
The first 48 hours was the scariest, but after we knew what the diagnosis was and found out that it was a very curable type of cancer, then you just can't be scared.
Her parents found themselves practically living at UCSF. Her mother rarely left her side, and her dad was there as much as possible.
I usually spend the night at the hospital, go to work, go home, run whatever errands that needed to be done.
Her height and her weight and her growth were affected. She's off the chemotherapy. The disease is, there's no evidence of it. And so it's going to, she's going to start growing on her own.
The good news is that Shelby is doing just fine now. In fact, she's strong enough to go out and cheer on athletes who are running in this weekend's marathon in Oregon. Nearly 150 Bay Area runners will participate, and they've raised pledges to benefit the Leukemia Society. Shelby was selected as an honoree by the Leukemia Society's Northern California chapter, and they're mighty proud of her. She has inspired others to donate over $40,000 to help the organization with research. Now, Shelby's dad is an editor here at ABC7, so a lot of folks here at the station watched and worried as his family went through Shelby's ordeal, and we are certainly glad that she's okay. And by the way, the San Francisco runners who raised pledges for the Leukemia Society are part of a group called Team in Training. If you'd like to help children like Shelby, you can call the Leukemia Society's Northern California chapter at this phone number, 1-800-78-TRAIN, 1-800-788-7246.
Shelby is so sweet.
She was adorable.
Now, she doesn't talk, right? But she says an awful lot.
Well, as soon as our cameras went off, she started talking.
Of course, she's just a little shy.
But she's just so cute, and we're really happy that she's doing fine. She's in remission.
And she really has an impact on a lot of people.
You know, the nurses loved her so much at the hospital, they called her the little princess, and they curtsied to her now and then.
I'm sure she'll be getting used to that.
That's okay. She deserves it.
Yeah, thanks, Cheryl.